Okay, welcome. Just a really quick flight today. We're going from Cabin Creek, Idaho up to Mile High. It's a beautiful part of the world. We've got Google Earth running as the overlay instead of being maps in here as well today. So Caribou is set up at the moment. We're just getting ready for takeoff. So we get the auto feather on, park breakers coming off. And we have rich props forward, gust lock released, and trims are set. Just move forwards over to the runway a bit on our right hand side here. It will be setting flaps 20 for takeoff as a short field technique. It's about a 5-second roll on the runway before we introduce backstick pressure, and then the nose will come off the ground. We'll hold that attitude gently and she'll lift off in her own good time. Other than that, we're good to go. Full power set, TCP's in the green and rolling. Backstick pressure. Nose coming off the ground. Airborne, gear up. Travels. Flap 15, travels. Gear up, lights out. 15 indicating accelerating, we'll turn to the right up the valley. Passing through 80, flap up. Reducing power. Come back to a standard climb. 35, 2250. And we'll hold the right hand side of the valley as we come up here. Gear is up, indicating flaps are up, indicating we leave the landing lights on because we'll be straight into Mile High. Auto feather is off. Nozzle steering is centered. After takeoff checks are complete. Coming up on the valley floor there at the moment, just to the left of the river, you can see vines coming into view. Further up the valley, we get to Dewey Moor, which is a great strip. We're turning right at Vines to get up to Mile High. Turning right. Reduce the power. And there's Mile High just coming up the nose now up the plateau. So we'll go up around the top end of the valley here in a wide left-hand arc to come back into Mile High strip. The strip itself is quite short. It's about 700 and something feet, 18% varying to 22%. First little bit's unusable, it's quite undulating and flat anyway, so you wouldn't bother. Okay, 90 knots, and speed below 120, landing gear handle down, gear travels, speed below 105, flat 15 travels, control pitch, 3 greens, down and locked, speed below 95, flat 20, holding, props coming max. And all clear around, airspeed 70 knots, happy with that. Control the energy. Reducing speed and speed below 85, flap 30. Speed below 80, flaps 40. Reducing power to hold that profile. The aileron inputs here are very accurate for the actual Caribou. Takes a lot to level her out. Okay, strip laid out in front. We use a little bit of power up the hill. We won't use reverse because we want to carry forward to the top of the hill. Power to help our round out. Eyes up, rounding out, power off, and down, nose wheel coming down, no reverse required, easy on the brakes. So yeah, right, move forwards to get the maximum out of our takeoff distance. We'll be setting flap 20 again for a short fuel technique. Clear around to the right with the wing. Flaps travelling. And auto feather on. If it was crewed, we'd be putting the live mic on as well for the takeoff, so that we could talk without having to push the switches in the floor. Okay, wind's favouring it anyway. Okay, idle is set and trim set. Reach props forward and flaps 20, auto feather selected. Running up. Our escape path is off down to the right in the valley. At this altitude we need to be auto lean. Rolling. Stick coming back. Attitude's up, oil off, and gear up. Clear out to the right, turning right. Flat 20 goes to 15, and indicating. Wide arc as we accelerate down into the valley, and 80 knots, flap up. Reducing power. Come right back to 22,000. Power's coming back. For a descent, reverse the turn back to the left. Clear left. Far side of the valley and head back down to Cabin Creek. Okay, after takeoff is complete, got gear up, lights out, flap up, indicating, and auto feather off. Again, we'll leave the landing and taxi lights on for visibility. Going into Cabin Creek. Holding the right hand side of the valley, I like to position over the knoll that's jutting out into the valley on the right hand side there in silhouette at the moment. To do that, I'm going to raise the nose, ease our speed below 120, use the gear as an air brake, speed below 120, landing gear handle down, gear travels. So going to come into prop full and gear down 3 grains locked, props max. Level now to take below 105. Below 105, flat 15 travels, controlling the pitch. Below 95, flat 20. Below 85, flat 30. We'll be visual with Cabin Creek shortly on the left. Below 80, go flat 40. There's a creek. So we're going to run across the centre line, come back for a right base so we can lose some more height. And with the airspeed, you have to watch the roll rates now with 40 flat. Nice and gentle, lots of anticipation. To lose height, and we're looking good. Now we'll follow the contour through on the far side of the valley for a right base into Cabin Creek. And we're at 3 greens, go rich, fine, and 40 flap indicating. 1 one-way strip. You won't have the power to out-climb it if you disappear off that gully off to the right or the left. Okay, well, sterile now. We are stable. And idle. Setting reverse, really need it, but 2 blues we should have, 2 orange. And we'll roll through and park at the top of the strip, flaps coming up. Clear around to the right. Position here at the top end of the strip. So there we go, just an introduction to the Caribou in Idaho. For those that are more familiar with the strips, you might be able to relate more to just how capable the Caribou actually is. So, cheers, have a good one.